from President Schmidt about what's to come in his presidency.
And get a look at the top 5 sports moments of the year.
Plus, Brielle LaCroix reflects on her time as student body president.
Live from the Allison B. Parker Studio in the School of Media Arts and Design at Madison University, this is Breeze TV.
Welcome back to Breeze TV. I'm Olivia Williams.
And I'm Abby Allard.
The next president of JMU held a meet and greet on Thursday. Students had the opportunity to ask questions and get to know him. Students were left with mixed feelings, especially after a protest broke out. Breeze TV's Emmeline Chassie spoke with students.
No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace.
Today, we're here protesting the Board of Visitors' decision to revoke the Division of Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion at James Madison University.
JMU students marched from the Centennial Fountain to Warner Commons, ending their walk at future JMU President James Schmidt's meet and greet. They asked Schmidt to reinstate DEI.
He basically gave us a whole lot of nothing, and he was basically saying how he won't make any promises to us yet.
While DEI was the main focus, students not involved in the protest had mixed opinions on Schmidt.
Yeah, he has experiences, but also you can't just rely on past knowledge. You have to have a new mind and you have to think, have a clear perspective. So if he's coming in with the idea that he already knows everything and he has already tried all the solutions, then we're just going to be hitting a brick wall.
In the best interest of your students, you should be in their corner. You should be transparent as much as you can. And he's, again, showing to do that. And I think that he should also, meet with these students as much as he can.
The protesters hope to have a student-inclusive town hall with the Board of Visitors. Their goal is for Schmidt to sign the American Association of Colleges and Universities letter denouncing the Trump administration's executive overreach. Reporting for Breeze TV, I'm Emmeline Chassie.
Schmidt also shared his thoughts and plans with Breeze TV's Alexa Bonilla after Thursday's meet and greet.
Opportunity is one word that the next president of JMU, James Schmidt, emphasized. He talked with students during Thursday's meet and greet about concerns surrounding national trends and culture, policy, and federal guidance.
These are important issues, and I encourage people to engage in the political process, however they feel on these issues. But as an institution, I'm focused on that core central mission of giving students that opportunity. That's what I hold myself accountable for.
During the event, Schmidt was met by a group of protesters asking him to reinstate diversity, equity, and inclusion on campus.
It was a great shot of adrenaline for me to talk to students who care so passionately about a given topic. We want to invite all people with great passions to come to this campus and explore those important ideas.
Schmidt says he plans to meet with the protesters in the fall and again in the spring to discuss how JMU can take down these barriers. He says at the University of Wisconsin-Eau Claire, he's responsible for closing those opportunity gaps.
I invite people to help dream with me. What will put JMU on the national radar, being recognized for the work they're already doing, and yet how can we double down on our strengths and really make it a difference?
Schmidt's main goals are to improve funding to the university, build stronger business partnerships, and expand philanthropy.
And in the end, it's all focused on the student experience.
Schmidt says he wants to meet every student on campus. When students see him, he says,
"It's always a great day to be a Duke."
Schmidt begins his presidential term on July 1st. Reporting for Breeze TV, I'm Alexa Bonilla.
The Title IX office and the Office of Equal Opportunity will be renamed the Unit of Access, Compliance, and Engagement, or ACE. This was announced via email on Wednesday. The unit of ACE will fall under the renamed Office of Access and Enrollment. Its goal is to continue to promote equal opportunity and enroll diverse and academically talented students. The email states from Charlie King, quote, "I do not anticipate further updates surrounding these changes." And Emmeline Chassie is here with future SGA student leaders to talk about recent issues. Emmeline.
Thanks, Olivia. I'm here with Sydney Stafford, the BOV representative for students, and Charlotte Bronaugh, the new student body president. Sydney, what is the selection process like for the new university president?
It was an amazing experience I got to be a part of. I played a very prominent role, very active role. I attended every presidential search meeting possible. I had a vote, which was very exciting. I also helped come up with some of the interview questions and was very engaged with a lot of our board members during this process.
Yeah, and what are your thoughts on President Schmidt?
I'm very excited. I think he's a great individual, very excited to lead JMU to the next level. I really appreciate his engagement with students so far. I think it shows a lot how excited he was to meet with so many students, and I know that those plans will continue to grow this next year.
Absolutely. Charlotte, what are your goals as the new president for the student body?
Wow, yes, great question. I am excited in a lot of different avenues, so I definitely want to help improve communication across all fronts, so be an open door for people to have conversations with, but also just find different ways to continue to be transparent and communicate a lot of different information with students. I also am really excited to help amplify the voices of students to find belonging. I think a lot of times we just kind of forget that there's so much going on, and that students are dealing with a lot, so finding new ways for them to find that school spirit and find that belonging in their different avenues. And I'm just excited to get people more engaged, get more service happening, and spread my love for JMU to everyone. So
absolutely. And for you both, what were your thoughts on the protest yesterday?
Yeah, it was a big event. Big things are happening. I think as more changes continue to happen, more people will express themselves in a lot of different ways, and so there was a lot of action, a lot of activity happening on the Warner Commons to express all these different opinions. So.
Absolutely. I think the civic engagement on this campus has grown in so many different ways. I know the Madison Center has done a great job at making sure that students are becoming educated on how to become active and how to use their voices in very prominent spaces, and I think that's what happened yesterday.
Yeah, and what improvements do you guys want to make for the government for next year?
I think one of my big goals for next year is to improve student engagement with the Board of Visitors a little bit more, get students engaged in those decision-making processes and informing students on the decisions that are happening and how those decisions affect their student experience. I think that, like Charlotte was saying, there's so much going on campus with so many different parts of campus, and I think it's really important that we make sure students are feeling representative and are informed on what's going on.
In a similar vein, I would love to connect with all kinds of different students, especially ones that I haven't had the chance to connect with, and find ways to represent them in all kinds of different settings. I think, especially Sydney and I have a kind of unique opportunity to get to meet with all kinds of different people, especially in the administration level. So with getting to continue to meet with more and more people, having that opportunity to share their voices and share their ideas to create beautiful new things at JMU.
Of course. Well, it was great to talk to you guys today. Thank you so much. Abby and Olivia, back to you.
Thanks, Emmeline. Get ready for the top 5 moments in JMU sports this school year.
And stay tuned for Jeff Ware's weekend sports preview.
The one, the only, Bojangles Cajun Filet Biscuit. Nothing compares to our signature Cajun spiced chicken breast filet on a made-from-scratch buttermilk biscuit. Bojangles Cajun Filet Biscuit is so good, we serve it all day. For a limited time, get 2 Cajun Filet Biscuits for just $5. Bojangles, it's bow time.
It's bow time. Introducing new Bojangles chicken wings. Try the boldly seasoned classic, sweet and smoky barbecue, or creamy buffalo for some heat. Head to Bojangles and order all 3 flavors for your next party. It's bow time. It's bow time. It's not a menu hack anymore. Bojangles Sausage Bowberry Biscuit is officially available for a limited time. Enjoy sizzling sausage on a made-from-scratch Bowberry biscuit, because sweet and savory belong together. Get one at Bojangles today. It's bow time.
This is Breeze TV.
Welcome back to the Breeze TV Sports Desk. I'm Ethan Dufresne. It was another memorable year for JMU athletics across the board. Breeze TV Sports compiled our top 5 moments from the year. Let's take a look. At number 5, women's basketball's impressive Sun Belt Conference winning streak. The Lady Dukes finished with a perfect 18-0 record in the regular season, with their first conference loss coming in the Sun Belt Championship versus Arkansas State in overtime. Guard Peyton McDaniel took charge in the winning streak with a career-high 16 points per game. At number 4 on our list, we have the 70-50 win for football over the University of North Carolina. With this win, JMU moved to 3-0 on the year. This was the most amount of points the Dukes have ever scored on an FBS opponent. Quarterback Alonzo Barnett had a star-studded day with 388 passing yards and 7 total touchdowns. At number 3, we have women's soccer making its NCAA tournament bid. The Dukes were also Sun Belt regular season and conference tournament champs. This was their second straight appearance in the NCAA tournament. Freshman forward Ginny Lackey broke the JMU record for most consecutive games with a point with 11, along with overall points by a freshman with 34. At number 2, we have women's lacrosse winning the American Conference Championship last weekend. The Dukes defeated the University of South Florida in that game 18-9. Attacker Maddie Epke scored 6 goals in the match. JMU will play the Duke Blue Devils tonight at 6 p.m. in Charlottesville. Stay tuned for recaps of that game. Finally, our number 1 highlight of the athletic year is JMU football winning its first ever bowl game. The Dukes took down the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers 27-17 in the Boca Raton Bowl in Boca Raton, Florida this past December. This was the program's first ever FBS postseason win, along with the first for head coach Bob Chesney. With postseason for spring sports in full swing, many JMU programs are looking forward to keep their seasons alive. Breeze TV's Jeff Ware has the rundown.
Thanks, Ethan. Lacrosse will play in its first round matchup of the NCAA Championship later today. It will travel to Charlottesville for its first game against Duke. The Dukes hope to carry momentum from the 8-game win streak it finished the regular season with. JMU ranks 9th in the nation while the Blue Devils sit at number 20. JMU finished the season with a 14-4 record. Junior Maddie Epke finished with 63 goals this season, placing her in the top 20 for goals per game among all D1 players. The Dukes plan to replicate the success they found this season to advance to the second round on Sunday. Start time for tonight's game is at 6 p.m. Baseball will play a 3-game home series against Old Dominion this weekend. JMU holds a 5-3 record against the Monarchs throughout the past 2 seasons. This will be the Dukes' second to last series of the season. They hope to finish the season strong and use this series to improve their 8-16 conference record. First pitch for tonight's game will start at 6 p.m. Track and field continues to compete in the Sun Belt Conference Outdoor Championship throughout today and tomorrow. Erica Moolman earned a bronze medal and set a school record yesterday with 4.01 meters in the pole vault final. Sofia Terenziani also posted a personal record in the 1500 prelims with a time of 4 minutes and 32.97 seconds. Don't miss her in the 1500-meter final event starting at 4:20 tomorrow. That's all from me for this weekend. Back to Abby and Olivia at the desk.
Thanks, Jeff. Find out who won the Management 310 Entrepreneurship Competition.
Plus, hear from the library muralist about their work.
And stay tuned for Ella Warren's weekend weather forecast.
It's bow time. Get fired up tonight because Bojangles has your dinner covered. Southbound, scratch made. Not one of these, but one of these. That's more home cooking for your money. Order your family meal on the app tonight. It's bow time.
The best car for the best price with the best payment plan. It's all waiting for you at Consumers Auto Warehouse in Stanton. Why not swing on by and let us show you how affordable a top quality used car is. Consumers Auto Warehouse, Richmond Avenue, Stanton.
It's bow time.
It's not just football season. It's tailgate season.
And this season includes every kind of football.
Crispy. Will you accept this leg?
And everything that's not.
Because it doesn't matter where you tailgate, with crispy hand-breaded chicken and scratch-made biscuits.
It's her!
You're not just tailgating, you're tailgating like a legend.
It's bow time. Order your tailgate box in the Bojangles app today.
The one. The only. Bojangles Cajun Filet Biscuit. Nothing compares to our signature Cajun Spice Chicken Breast Filet on a made-from-scratch buttermilk biscuit. Bojangles Cajun Filet Biscuit is so good, we serve it all day. For a limited time, get 2 Cajun Filet Biscuits for just $5. Bojangles, it's bow time.
This is Breeze TV.
Earlier this week, I spoke with Student Body President Brielle LaCroix about her time at JMU and what she accomplished during her term. Question is, what was one of your proudest moments and what you accomplished as the Student Body President?
Wow, that's a great question. It's been a long semester, lots of stuff going on, but I always say the homecoming parade. That was just a labor of love, my biggest project I've ever done to date, about 6 months of planning, literally so many emails, it's outrageous, so many different people involved, just like one of the most complex and complicated projects I've ever worked on. It went off flawlessly, it was such a hit, and I'm so excited because there's some really great people taking it over for next year. You should already see some stuff in your emails. Definitely sign up if you get the chance because it's going to be awesome, and I can't wait to come back in 10 to 15 years and still see it running. That's just like, I think going to be such a great JMU tradition that I really helped to start and got to be a part of, so I'm so proud of that.
And then what was one of like your biggest challenges that you faced and how did you overcome them?
Yeah, that's a great question. I luckily have lucked out a lot, not too many like external challenges, but truly, and I think this week is making me realize it because I'm starting to get pretty sick. I have not done a great job like balancing my like personal health with all of this. I'm the first person, like I've been giving a lot of advice recently, and I never talk about balancing your physical health with your work life, and I think that's a problem. Biggest challenge overall was just kind of managing the personal life with the professional life, which I was embarrassed to admit for a while, but we all go through it. It happens to everybody, and so I'm excited to kind of reevaluate that kind of stuff after I graduate and get a little bit of a better handle on my physical and mental health.
Yeah, and you know, you kind of mentioned this already, but what's your biggest advice for kind of like the incoming people that are kind of filling in your shoes?
Yeah, absolutely. So you got to get involved. I know it sounds counter to take time for yourself, but truly, I say it on every single tour. I said it to every orientation group, to every person in my frog group. You find your friends, you find your place, you find yourself, you find your community, you find your life when you get involved here on campus.
Is there anything else that you would like to say or mention that I didn't ask?
Ooh, that's a great question. Just go Dukes. About to wrap up my time here. It's been the best 4 years ever. I literally couldn't ask for one more thing than I've been given. And you're standing, if you're watching this, you're standing in the best place on earth. JMU truly is the happiest place I've ever been. So just breathe that in, you know, however long you've got left here, take advantage of it. I sound so old, but time really does fly. And this place, I'm gonna miss it forever. So cherish it while you're still here. It's really a blessing.
Management 310 students in the College of Business completed in the Hisoka Pavilani Social Impact Challenge. This challenge blends business and social good for non-business majors. Breeze TV's Alexa Bonilla spoke with the CEO of the winning group.
In Management 310, students didn't just learn about business, they lived it. From designing merchandise, dealing with customers, and raising thousands of dollars for nonprofits, these students have done it all. Students showcase the ups and downs of starting a business, creativity, and the results of their business ventures to judges during the social challenge.
It's hard to get stuff going, but once you get it going, it's the most fun you can ever have.
Little's group, the Retro Dukes, won the challenge. In the middle of their presentation, one group member shaved his head to celebrate how the team earned over $1,000 over the course of 1 week for their nonprofit. The Retro Dukes raised over $4,000 in total from donations and selling merchandise for New Creation Virginia, a nonprofit in Harrisonburg that fights against human trafficking.
Our whole focus wasn't even on winning, it was just making a change in our community.
The donation will go to the new building New Creation is working on, but the winners of the challenge did not go home empty-handed. The members of the winning teams received scholarships. Shai Palavani is a business owner and JMU alumnus who funds the class. He created his first startup at JMU. He says he wishes he had a class like this when he was a student.
Just go for it. Just start a business. It might not be the most successful business, but you'll learn so much from your first one.
With help from Palavani, the Retro Dukes hope to continue selling their crew necks. Reporting for Breeze TV, I'm Alexa Bonilla.
Well, if you have been to the Massanutten Regional Library, look around the corner to find a mural. Breeze TV's Lauren Keller was there with the artist to find out more about his inspiration.
And I'm here with Tyler Kaufman, a local artist and muralist. And right behind us is the Massanutten Regional Library, which is your latest mural piece. And in an Instagram post, you said you were happy for this opportunity and you would be different without diversity, beauty, and books. How did you go about representing those things in this mural? How was that artistic process for you?
Yeah, it was clear to me that what the library was looking for in their call for art was something that celebrated the community and the library's mission towards serving a diverse amount of people. So I thought that the call was clear to include a wide range of people, and so I just started experimenting with design, and I came up with a variety of races and ages and genders, and I just felt like, you know, you can't include everyone, but you have to kind of suggest it.
Yeah, and there's a lot of murals around downtown Harrisonburg, but what makes your murals and art unique?
I try really hard to make sure that people, when they pass by, they can get that wow factor quickly when they're driving. That's one of my main focuses. But also, if you stop and look at the mural, I want people to be able to sit with it for 1 to 5 to 10 minutes if they want to, with different objects in it that you can find each time you walk by.
And what can those people expect next out of you?
I'm designing another mural right now. It's more for a business and inside, but I'm always doing something and designing more, and I'm applying to other murals. It just, you know, it depends which ones land.
Well, thank you so much for your time. Abby, Olivia, back to you at the desk.
Well, hopefully we will get some warm weather to take a break for studying for those finals.
Yeah, I hope so. Ella, what's the weather looking like for this weekend?
It's a little bit all over the place this weekend. It seems the rain has mostly dissolved, but some showers are still possible. Winds will range between 10 and 15 miles per hour. Temperatures average in the high 50s, low 60s, with Harrisonburg experiencing a high of 63. Saturday looks a bit brighter as the sun comes out and temperatures rise to the mid and high 70s. Some areas like Wintergreen and Craigsville will err on the colder side with the high 60s, while Charlottesville will reach up to 77. On Sunday, the sun will hide back behind the clouds, but temperatures will continue to rise. Dukes and Harrisonburg should expect temperatures in the low 80s, though other areas will remain in the 70s. That's all I have for weather. Back to you at the desk.
Thanks, Ella. And to wrap up the show, we have a very special video for the seniors that are graduating and venturing off into their careers. Take a look.
Sam's superstar. I mean, she's done it all since she's been here. And I so wish she could be here another year.
The most impressive thing about Sam was when she anchored sports and just nailed it her first try.
You know, she was just someone that I think everyone just came to rely on.
Man, if I can enjoy being in a place as much as Perky loves being at Breeze TV or making media, making films, then I've really made it.
Like his nickname suits his personality. The type of person you need in any organization is someone that everyone universally likes. I think we have quite a few of those people.
Miera, it does not surprise me that Miera embraced Breeze TV in her senior year, because that was probably by that point the one medium that she hadn't gotten a chance to really get her hands on. And so, of course, she joins Breeze TV.
She is another personality that's just, she radiates. She's another one of those just JMU wonderful people.
I am really proud of Jeff Ware. He got things done. He kind of made it all click in the end. I'm really proud of him.
His on-air presence, he's very good at doing it. He's definitely an asset to the organization.
This time of year is always bittersweet. It's bitter because we say goodbye to students that we get to know over 4 years, and then they leave us.
The reason I get up and come to work every day is because of you.
I think my overall advice is not every day is going to be perfect, and not every day is going to be the best day.
When you go off to a new city, find your tribe, find your friends, find your people.
All 4 of our graduating seniors are, you can just tell that they are going to do great things.
You know, it's not a goodbye, it's just they're not going to be here.
I just want to say congratulations. What you've done over the past 4 years, not just at the Breeze, but at JMU in general, it's huge.
Well, we have the seniors here with us, and we just wanted to thank you all for the time that you've spent on this organization.
And we cannot wait to see all the amazing things that you all do in your futures. And we will see you in August. Same time, same place.
We have to